Welcome back to the Fire Grind. In today's video, we're going to be going over my watch list on my stock app, and I'll be telling you guys just quick updates on the stocks that I'm watching and what I think is a good deal out there right now. Because today, if we just scroll through here quickly, there's a lot of red, which red usually means in retail situations, things are on sale. So likewise, for stocks, it also means that stocks are going on sale. So let's jump right into it quickly. So at the top of this list here, you can see that there's a couple companies that were green, and most notably on my Wealthsimple portfolio, we have Canada Goose, which is actually up by $1 per share or 2.63%. If we look at Canada Goose right now, it's been on a tear for the past month. I know it's been sitting at around 30 bucks for the past, I guess, since the whole pandemic. And for those of you guys who follow my channel earlier on, I was talking more about Canada Goose, but now it looks like the stock has come back up. So it's kind of exciting to me. I read some news articles quickly about how a company, I think it was VP Capital or something like that, was looking to possibly buy out Canada Goose, or there were rumors about that. But I think the reason why Canada Goose is coming back is because the whole trade war between China and US is apparently gotten a little bit better according to some articles. And therefore, it's impacted Canada Goose in a positive way. So I think Canada Goose right now, if you were to buy it, I might wait a little bit just till after the elections because there's quite a bit of uncertainty with that. And right now the stock is quite high, I guess, compared to what we've seen in the past couple of months. So when we continue going down the list, let's just jump all the way to the bottom because that's where things get interesting. So at the bottom of the list today, we have Tesla. And I haven't really spoken much about Tesla because there's a lot of YouTubers out there talking about Tesla. Kind of ignore the animals in the back. They may get into a bit of a fight. But for Tesla, I do own Tesla, if you're wondering. This is in my QUESTRADE account. I own a fairly significant portion of Tesla. And right now it's at $380, whereas it's been trading between $400 and $500 for the past couple of weeks. So I think Tesla at $380 is probably a good place for me to continue averaging into the stock because over the long term, I think everything is going to get electrified. It's in the auto industry. So from there, Tesla does stand a very good chance to be the dominant player out of all the car manufacturers. So my long-term take on Tesla, I think it could go up fairly significantly from here, probably to a $2 trillion company in the next 5 years. The next notable stock on this list is Lemonade. And I talked about Lemonade on my 3 stocks for September, I believe, or possibly August, but Lemonade is a very interesting company to me. I do own Lemonade shares right now, and I'm looking to pick up more because my average cost basis was around $60 per share. So at $50 per share, it's quite a steal. So essentially, Lemonade is trying to disrupt the whole insurance industry. And for those of you guys who work in insurance or know anything about insurance, it's a $100 billion to even possibly $1 trillion industry, which is a massive industry out there. And I think Lemonade has a good shot at doing that, especially because they're getting into millennials. And when those millennials end up growing up from being around 20 to 30 years old, all the way up to 50 years old, and they stick with Lemonade, this is going to increase the profits of Lemonade going forward. And essentially, that is the whole strategy behind Lemonade. Get into the younger generation, and as they become renters to homeowners, to even possibly real estate owners, where they do real estate investing, then they're going to see a lot more value for each customer going forward. Another stock that we're going to talk about here is CloudMD, and it's down to $1.85. Last time I spoke to it, I think it was sitting around $2.10, and at its peak, it was at $2.33. So for those of you who are looking to get into CloudMD, now might be a good time to start averaging into a position. The stock has come down by roughly around 30%, and I think this is a pretty good haircut. And personally, it would be time to pull a trigger if I didn't have a position. For me going forward here, I think I might look for a little bit lower prices because I can probably wait a bit and I don't have the cash in my Wealthsimple account. So I am looking to buy more CloudMD in my Wealthsimple portfolio. Now let's rapid fire through a couple more stocks here. So Netflix here, I would probably buy at $470. Amazon, I would buy at $3,000. It might even drop to $2,800, which is even more of a buy. Square, I would probably wait for it to come down to $145 before buying into that a bit more. Kinaxis, I would probably wait again to maybe $170 to buy in. The Very Good Food Company, $150, pretty good price. With the recent news they announced, I think it's a buy here for me at $152. Dye & Durham, which I will be releasing a video either later on tonight or tomorrow about their Q4 earnings and their latest acquisition. I think it's a buy here at $22. I got in around $13 as well as $22, and I think right here at $22, it presents some pretty good value for a tech stock. Shopify, $9.18. If you guys have been following my channel, I've been looking for an entry point in Shopify, and I think $9.18, this is the US price. It's probably a buy right here because this pandemic is not going to go away. People are still going to be working at home and people are going to be shopping online. And Shopify has come down considerably from its all-time highs. If we jump in here, it's all-time highs of, I think it was close to $1,200. So I think Shopify here, after it's dropped about $200 to $300 per share, it's a pretty good level to start opening up a position personally. Now if we jump back, Absolute Software at $14. Personally, I got in around $7, so I don't know if I'm going to be willing to buy at $14. I already have a position and I'm comfortable with what I have, but if you don't have a position, I personally, if I didn't have one, I would probably wait till $12 to buy the stock. Disney at $123. Love Disney as a company, love Disney Plus. I would probably buy it here at $123. Well Health Technologies at $6.56. If I had more money on my Wealthsimple account, I would buy it here, continue averaging in. I wouldn't buy in heavy right now, but I would add a few more shares. Let's look at this. Lightspeed, they just IPO'd on the New York Stock Exchange, and I talked about their competitor Nuvei. I probably would wait for Lightspeed to come back down to about $35 before buying more shares because I already have a significant position in them. Drone Delivery Canada, I'm comfortable with my position, and I'm probably not going to add more because it's still a speculative play and I don't want to make this position too large. Docebo at $41.94, it's a buy for me if I had more cash. I think at the end of this video, I'm actually going to put $1,000 into my account, so we'll see about that at the end of this video here. Let's jump over to this watch list that I have. Let's scroll to the bottom to the best sales. Nikola, hell no, don't buy that stock. Workhorse at $22. It was at $30 a couple days ago, so I maybe will open up a position in my QUESTRADE account at $22 because it is quite promising. Snowflake, I talked about the IPO at $217 right now though. That's very expensive for me. I'd probably wait till like $150 or $120, which I think it's very possible for it to come down to. Right now, the revenues don't really match the valuation. It's quite insane at roughly around $60 billion market cap. They're only generating $500 million worth of revenue. So I think this stock has more to fall. Salesforce, man, they had a huge jump back in their earnings. So I think they jumped to about $270 per share, and now they're down to $235. I like Salesforce as a company. I think it's a buy here at $235. Apple, $107. Yeah, I think it's a buy right now if you don't have a position and are looking into it. Nvidia, that stock is very hot right now. I probably wouldn't touch it just right now. It's too much risk personally. Google at $1,400. I think Google is a buy right here. Personally, I use Google, like right now you're watching this video on YouTube. YouTube is great for education and entertainment, and I just love the platform, and that's my go-to for a lot of information. So I would buy Google here at $1,400. And again, you know, if I had infinite cash, this is what I would buy right now. But I don't, so I can't really buy Google, especially not in Wealthsimple because it's in US dollars. Other stocks here. Broadcom, I've been looking at this one. This one's got a fairly good dividend. It's around 3.6%. The stock price hasn't run up too much since its previous all-time highs, and I'm looking to possibly enter a position into this because it's a 5G play. And the fact that it pays a dividend is even all the more better. Facebook at $249. I was in Facebook around 200 and sold around 230 or so. Right now, 250 is a little pricey for me, and I don't think I would get into it at these levels. Beyond Meat, which is the very good food company's competitor, at 150 right now, probably wouldn't buy it here. I would probably wait for it to go down to 120, but I'm not super interested in Beyond Meat because I don't really know too much about the product and the branding, and I think that they've sort of run up too much for what they're selling. And otherwise, I don't think there's anything else that's too notable here that I want to talk about. Let's just scroll through the rest of the list. Lululemon, actually. Lululemon's quite interesting because they're probably going to take over and beat out Nike in the future. They have a huge cult-like following, and people just love the quality of their clothing. I personally shop at Lululemon here and there, even though I'm relatively cheap, but Lululemon I've sort of made an exception for. I think their clothes are very well made and they're very comfortable, and they also have like a lifetime warranty on them. At least that's what I've been told. And the stock prices actually came back down from its all-time highs of $400, and I think it's below its 100-day moving average right now, or just touching that. So this might be a good entry point into it. The 100-day moving average does present some sort of risk because it's possible it could bounce back down. But right now, you're probably getting Lululemon at a cheaper price than you saw it just a month ago. So personally, I did open a position on Lululemon, and I am bullish on it for the long term. Anyways, that's all I have for my stock watch list, but let's jump right into my Wealthsimple portfolio here. So as we go into the portfolio, you'll get a sneak preview of what it's worth right now. I can quickly just scroll through just everything that I have, so you can just see all the stocks that I have, but I won't be talking much about the activity going on because that's coming out in a later video. But let's go to funding. So we're going to fund our account here, and I'm going to add $1,000. Yes, this is a lot more than I usually add to my account because there are quite a few deals and stocks that have gone on sale. So I plan to add $1,000 so I have more cash that I can buy other stocks that go on sale. Notably, Docebo and DND are two that I'll probably continue adding to, as well as Well Health Technologies and CloudMD because they've dropped. So let's finish this transfer. And we are pretty much done here. So deposit's on its way, but stay tuned for the next video on my Wealthsimple trade update. If you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss that. As well as if you enjoyed this quick video on stocks that I'm watching, just smash the thumbs up button because it really helps on my channel. Anyways, keep up the grind and have a great day.